Well, the Trump administration has created programs to tackle the shortage of skilled workers in America. With apprenticeship programs and the establishment of the National Council for American Workers, the Trump administration is helping equip students and employees with the tools and education they need to get and keep a job. I do want to now bring in the chancellor of Keiser University in Florida, Dr. Arthur Keiser, to talk more about how private schools are helping to fill the gap of skilled workers. Hi, Dr. Keiser. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Greta. Nice to meet you.
Why do private schools specifically play such a critical role in this effort to fill the gap of skilled workers in the labor force?
Well, the private sector, both in the nonprofit and the for-profit sector, have played a critical role, and I can speak specifically for Florida, where we represent almost 65% of all the skilled healthcare workers that are trained in the state. So effectively providing the employers the needed trained personnel, both at a certificate, associate, baccalaureate, and master's degree.
Which critical fields in the current labor market are seeing the biggest need for skilled workers across the country?
Well, healthcare, of course, because of the aging population, because of us baby boomers are demanding more healthcare. So we need more nurses, we need more lab technicians, we need more folks who care for the elderly in terms of occupational therapists or physical therapists. These are all high demand areas. But also in the construction trades, because of the Trump economy, which is so hot, there's been a real shortage of people meeting the needs for either air conditioning technicians, automobile mechanics, and just in almost every area. In fact, the Conference Board just came out with a report really concerned with the fact that in the lower skilled, non-baccalaureate degree granting areas, the needs for the American employers are growing dramatically.
You mentioned those sectors of the economy that need skilled workers. We have an unemployment rate at an historic low right now. Specifically at your institution, what have you been seeing? What fields have you been seeing an uptick in enrollment for people to get qualified to fill those positions?
Well, nursing is probably our biggest program. We're the largest nursing program in the state of Florida. And but in all the healthcare fields, there's been a significant increase. The opposite is in the liberal arts type programs where there are fewer candidates for admission.
In Florida, the Effective Access to Student Education Grant Program has been widely successful there in your state. Can you tell me more about that and how it influences your school?
Great. That's a program that was created by the Florida legislature to encourage students to be able to go to a private education, private institutions at the independent nonprofit colleges that are based in Florida. It has had a huge impact on the degree production, and the Florida Chamber of Commerce had a goal of setting that 60% of all high school graduates would have baccalaureate degrees, which would certainly improve the economy, and the private sector has been a critical player in trying to meet that need. And the EASE program was very effective in encouraging students to stay in Florida and to go to private institutions.
All right, Dr. Arthur Keiser, the chancellor of Keiser University, they're joining us to talk about how private institutions are helping fill the gap of skilled workers in the U.S. economy. Thanks so much for coming on the show today.
It's been a great pleasure. Thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.